Now tuning in to Earbud Media. Audio for everyone.
It just started raining really loudly, so this might have a little bit of an atmospheric vibe.
Ooh, got a little ASMR situation.
Just a little lo-fi vibes.
Right, yeah, chill vibes to study to and talk about vampires.
That's us.
That's us.
We love that.
Yeah.
Just a little, maybe there'll be just some soft thunder, just some music from the other room,
Yes.
just some true vibes in there.
Love that.
Anyways, hello.
Yo.
Hi. Welcome into Twilight.
Oh my god, we're here.
We're here. We're
here on, it's a different day that we're recording.
But not for you all.
Not for you. You guys will get this. It's Monday. But for us,
Monday.
We're on a little weekend energy right now.
I wonder what it's like for folks who their routine is listening to this on like a Tuesday. And they're every time.
We always call it out, yeah.
And we always mention that it's a Monday and they're like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? It must like really confuse them. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But also, you're doing devil's work by listening to this on another day, and that's on you. So.
Yeah, for the folks that re-listen to the whole catalog, first of all, what? Second of all,
Right.
It's always a Monday when you're listening to this. Whether it's for an hour or, a minute, it's always a Monday. So
Yeah, that's true.
It's the way that we truly honor our wife, the moon, is by releasing it on Monday. So
yeah.
It's how we got to do it.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to Into the Moonlight. This is a show that honors wolves, cryptids,
Yes.
and also Coyote Ugly in my dreams.
Yes. Oh my gosh. One day.
That's my dream anyways.
Yeah.
That's my hope. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm vibing. I've had a lot more like social interactions this last week. Now like easing back out into doing some of that stuff, but I am tired because of it. It is really, I forgot that,
That's valid.
doing stuff is too much sometimes. But other than that, feeling pretty good, feeling great vibes. I have a thing to bring to the space.
Do you?
And I think it is in a similar, we're gonna have very similar happy things this week, which I'm very excited about. We're having a full trashy reality TV corner.
Hell
right
yeah.
now. You and me, baby.
That's us. That's our brand.
That's us. Because we got a new show just dropped, I think technically this week unfortunately Scamazon Prime. So I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry. But it's so important.
Okay.
And you need to watch it.
I'm ready.
It is called Tampa Bays.
Okay. Go on.
It is a reality television show centering the lives of like a group of lesbians in Tampa Bay.
Oh God, it's
And
only giving
all
me
of
the
them
baseball
hate-
team.
Yeah, it's a BAE. Like Bay.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Like Bays.
Okay, got it. I'm just old.
And all of them hate each other. And all of them are fucking each other. And there's like two quote unquote power couples of the Tampa Bay lesbian scene that are always trying to be like top dog.
Oh
and
my
all these
God.
other people caught in the middle of that. And they're all the wildest people you've ever seen in a television show. Like, they're all just very strange vibes. Like, a lot of them are like real estate people or like lawyers. And they're all just like very strange. But it's so good.
Oh my God, they're
I'm
so
obsessed.
pretty.
They're all so pretty. And they're all just getting super drunk and like fucking each other over. And like,
They're all so short.
I know, they're all so small. They're all so small. And it's just perfect. Like, if you loved like gay season of Are You the One?
Yes.
This is for you. If you love like Laguna Beach kind of drama vibes, like this is that. And it's messy. It's very fun. It's fucking buck wild.
They are all the same. Not all of these people look like they are different ethnicities. All of them somehow are the same shade of tan.
Yes. Yeah. They all like matched each other in a very, it's so,
wow. This is now, I honestly, when we are done recording, I am going to watch this. This looks like my favorite thing.
Yes. It seems like tailored to you specifically.
Because, okay, so my partner and I were discussing this week, and I'm so glad that you brought this up.
Yes.
Because I feel like I love trashy TV. But I like a certain kind of trashy TV where the production quality has to be high.
Oh, yeah. And that is here.
And there's so much trashy TV that's shitty and, like, constantly produced. Like, it's just churned out all the time. And so sometimes I see, like, a ton of recommendations on streaming services, and I'm like, that's not what I want. I want a trashy TV show that's a ton of people being really shitty to each other. But I want it to be really well produced. I know that the producers are going to each other and starting fights. I want it to look pretty. Like, I want to feel like I'm watching something that's high quality, but the content takes no brain cells.
Garbage.
Yes. Exactly.
I want it to be smooth. Yeah, that is totally this. Like, there are some moments where, like, when they do, like, the confessionals and stuff, it very much looks like they're obviously, like, in front of a green screen and stuff, but it, like, the way that they, like, color adjust it is bad. Like, it looks very shitty in that regard, but it's still, like, very high quality, like, camera, so it's very jarring on that front. But, like, that's the only thing that, like, looks weird in that, but everything else is, like, they got, like, the very high expensive cameras. They got, like, the cool little lens flares and the lighting, and, like, they got all people, like, they got multiple cameras on multiple people in very high quality ways. It's
fucking sold.
Like, chef's kiss. It's so much drama. So many beanies.
Oh my god.
So much just fully, like, honestly, some of the most brutal, like, reality TV shit I've seen in a while. The way that these girls, like, talk to each other and, like, try to pin things on each other. It's, like, honestly, my jaw was dropped at multiple points. It's wild.
Sign me up. Give me 10 seasons immediately. I need all of it.
Yeah, seriously.
Wow. Thank you for this gift.
Absolutely. Please join me on this journey. I am a reality TV shaman. Follow me into this abyss.
Yes, our podcast within a podcast is welcome to Into the Trash Light. This is us. My happy thing is very adjacent to this. I was able to kind of dig into the depths of Paramount and realized that some of the MTV content that they have on there is lacking in regards to reality TV. There's not everything that they have on there, but some of it is good. They haven't put all of the hits, but some is on there. And one of the things that I realized is that they do in fact have Next on there.
Fuck.
And I will tell you that it has been literally since I think 2007 since I have watched Next. And when I tell you that I pulled this up with immediacy, I was like, I need to. I haven't watched this in so long. I will say that it is an absolute kick in the app. Like, it's a kick in the face to watch this now. That one, I am older than these contestants. And two, I am looking at this through the lens where I'm not watching this show for one, dating advice, or two, fashion advice.
Right. It's totally different.
Which is primarily what I watched Next for in the era that it was on was, okay, what do I need to look out for? And what do I need to pick up at PacSun next?
Yeah.
So
seriously.
So watching this was a shock. First of all, because everything is just a time capsule from what I remember. It's all the exact same. And that's a joy. And second of all, they make so much less money than I remember.
Yeah. What is the prize money on Next?
So you get 1 minute for however long your date is with the person. And I remember it being so much money when I was a kid. I watched 2 episodes because there was like 2 dates within one episode or whatever.
Got it. Yeah.
And there was one of the contestants went on a date with the woman.
Sure.
And they were on a date for 56 minutes.
Okay.
So this
pretty good in next terms,
man
I feel.
had to decide whether he would go on a second date with this woman or take the $56. And I remember as a kid being like, damn, they used to make so much money on the show. $56? Hello?
And like so shitty to be like, because there's like obviously there's not a right amount of money to be like, oh fuck you, I'm gonna take the money and not entertain this day because that's you're not property,
right?
But even still, $56 is nowhere near.
No, and the second one was the first girl out of the bus went on this date with this dude. I wouldn't even, calling it a date is incredibly generous because this man watched this woman like box with this gymnast. Okay. And then they had protein smoothies afterwards.
Cute.
And it had been 96 minutes.
Okay.
And obviously she took the money because hello. But $96?
I know.
Now again 2007, right? So pretty
good.
The market crash. So, you know, that's some good money. But also $97. That's it. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways, it'll really change your whole view of the world. In good ways and
really
also bad
grounds
ways.
you, in how culture.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I would highly recommend at least just rewatching just to see what people say for their little caption when they come off the bus.
That's the best part.
100%.
Like, hey, like literally, I'm Jared. I'm 19. I never learned how to read vibes. Like that is next.
I think about it all the time. Like, what would my be? And I don't know. Just because I'm afraid one day that I'll run into someone and they're going to be like, all right, you have 3 bullet points to say about yourself. And you are also going to walk off this next bus. So, but anyways, I love trash TV. It's who I am. And I'm tired of hiding it and being afraid of it.
It's who I am. I love it.
I love it. That's one of my bullet points off the next bus.
Fuck yeah.
We have, I think, we say this sometimes throughout the past 5 years, but this is one of the most important current events corners that we've had in a very long time.
Y'all, this is news. News.
And not just like our show news, but like proper news.
Yes.
Would you like to do the honors?
Oh my god. I'm trying to like contain myself. I already freaked out on Twitter, so it's fine. Whatever.
Why would you
fucking engage?
Why would you try to hold it in? It's the show. Like, you don't need to.
I know. I can be my true authentic self.
Exactly.
Here. But holy shit, Casey's getting married at some point to Dylan Meyer, and I'm freaking out.
So we saw this news like a couple months ago that folks were like, oh my god, there's a ring.
It's totally happening.
Some people, like, they're wearing rings. What's going on?
Right.
But we didn't want to speculate on it because it's not our fucking business.
Yeah, it's not our business.
They'll announce it when they're ready to. And now they're ready to. Anyways, this is just very cute.
I'm crying. It's so good. The pictures were very cute. And the way they were talking, it's just like, wow. They're so in love with each other. It's fucked up.
So, Kristen, I love you more than my life. Could you do me the absolute honor of stop announcing this stuff on fucking Howard Stern?
I know, seriously. Like, what does he have on her?
Something
that
really
she keeps
important.
Coming back.
Something that's got to be so fucking important.
Howard Stern blackmailing Kristen Stewart to get like these exclusive interviews. Like, what is going on?
It's got to be, because why on God's green earth would she have to announce this on Howard Stern of all places? Hello?
I don't understand.
You
What
know,
if they're like friends?
no, stop.
What if they like each other?
No. No, it's gotta be either like Howard Stern knows her parents and there's some fucking blood contract there, or he has something so powerful on her that this is the second time in like incredibly recently.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Come on.
This is...
I love that she kept saying, like, the way that she phrased it too is like, yeah, we're marrying. Like, Kristen.
I love that. Cute. I love it so much. It's very cute. I'm very happy for them. They seem so happy.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a great time to announce it because it's good publicity for her, so.
Yeah, this is her fucking year, baby. It's just beginning, all right?
Here's what I'll also say. Like, this was a news in and of itself. Everyone around us is freaking out. The world's freaking out. Everyone is celebrating. This, I thought, was enough news that we would be able to share it. It's like, great. I'm so excited to be able to talk about this on the podcast. Her and Dylan are happy. And somehow, this has gotten more... This is... I don't know if I'm about to start laughing or cry. Maybe both.
Honestly, you're welcome to both.
This has somehow gotten more buck wild.
Yeah.
Because Casey went on the Today Show, of course.
Fuck yeah.
Talk about Spencer. Talk about her marrying. Not her engagement, her marrying. And Mr. Fieri himself decided to enter the space and say...
It's about time.
Say, hello, Miss Stewart. I'm so proud of you. I'm also a resident Californian myself. I know we're both really proud of being native Californians. I would be honored to officiate your wedding.
Yeah.
Hello? Sir?
First of all, shout out Guy Fieri, because he's been the, like, quote unquote lesbian, like, wedding officiator.
Literally.
Forever. For such a long time. And it's always been, like, a funny...
It's a joke, but like...
it's very cute, and it's very amazing, and, like, has this personal roots, whatever. And, like, him just being like, hey, Case 2. Like, you guys are doing a cool, big lesbian wedding. Like, let me in. I want to be part of that.
I look like a lesbian. You are a like...
Right. We're all, you know, it's beautiful. It's beautiful matchmaking.
You're queer. I look queer.
Like, freaks out about it too. Like, just was so good.
It's one of the...
I feel like that's a very weird thing to, like, because Case, it's always hard to get a read on Case 2 sometimes of, like, what she's actually comfortable with in these kind of, like, press things, right? Because for so many reasons, but that something like that from, like, any random stranger besides Guy Fieri would feel very like imposing, would feel very, like, too much,
right?
You know, like, just talking about, like, this very emotional thing you have with your partner and whatever, and, like, here's this random person that you barely know that wants to officiate your wedding, but because it's Guy Fieri it's so good, and she's just like, this is the best thing that's ever happened.
100%. And I think that for a lot of other folks, like celebrity or otherwise, what Guy Fieri did here would come off like super performative. It'd be like, yeah the gays, love them, totally stand with them, but it's like, it's Guy Fieri.
It's Guy Fieri.
And her face when she saw this was the sweetest thing I've ever seen.
It's so pure. I love it so much.
And so if this happens, I will cry because I love it very much. And also, just, can you imagine the food too? Hello? Not just the officiant as well, but just
but, like, bring in the Flavor Town, baby.
The flavor as well.
Yeah.
Anyways, I didn't think that this announcement could possibly get better, but I am immensely happy for everyone involved. So,
yes, we'd love to see it.
You know, I know that there won't be publicity there because it's Case 2. But if you do need wedding correspondence, or ring bearers, or flower people, or just people to take coats,
Yes. Oh my God. I will absolutely.
I will participate in any way that you need.
Yeah.
So
just hit us up.
Yeah, just, whatever, valet, whatever. Just anything that you need. We're here. We also have Dakota news.
We do.
Which started with the Hollywood Reporter. Would you like to share about this?
Yes. So Miss Johnson
Yes.
had a big, flashy cover story in the Hollywood Reporter.
Correct.
With gorgeous photos.
Jesus, they're so pretty. Hello?
It's fucked up. And basically just being it's honestly one of the longest, I think, deep dives in her. 'Cause she doesn't really talk
Ever.
a lot. She's similar to K2 in that they're pretty tight-lipped about a lot of things. Except for Limes. Whatever.
And Ellen, obviously.
And Ellen. But, this was a really good, exhaustive look of, her, which I think is kind of overdue.
Yes.
Now that she's, really up there, really doing it.
100%.
But it kind of devolved quite quickly. Because, as tends to be with this terrible media landscape that we live in, people will take one paragraph from a very long, thorough profile of something, and then that's everyone else's outlet's coverage of it, and be like, this is the story.
Yeah.
And it's whoa, whoa, whoa. And that happened to Miss Johnson because she had some things to say about cancel culture.
Yes.
Which, listen, bestie, you are a child of nepotism, and you are fully aware of that, and that is very clear throughout this whole little interview situation.
Correct.
That's clear part of her career trajectory, very important to it, and is the only reason a lot of this is where she is today. Very clear about that. I can't understand how she has somewhat of that understanding and still goes, what if though? Some people are being judged a little too harshly, and I've had good experiences with people.
Yeah.
And it's ma'am, we can just... And I do think that, it's one paragraph that she kind of says, the same sentence over and over again. It's kind of a lot of saying nothing, really. It's just
yes.
Yeah, I've worked with these people that have been quote-unquote canceled, and, I've had good experiences with them, and I think that, it sucks that good artists can get shunned or whatever, that kind of vibe. And I do think that was kind of taken a little bit out of context in the ways that it was repurposed to other places, because it was she has something to say about cancel culture. She's anti-cancel culture. It's that's not really what she said. She's just coming from her own very privileged perspective, which sucks.
Right.
And it's not right. But it's weird that she's fuck these guys. Whatever. It's it's not exactly what she said. It's not good what she said.
No.
But
it is very powerful and such an incredibly privileged space to say that cancel culture is a, quote, fucking downer.
Right.
Right. This woman of seemingly few words in other spaces. And again, as you mentioned, this paragraph is just a lot of, she says, I feel sad several times.
So much. Honestly, if whoever was editing this was on something, because that would have been cut to 2 sentences.
Right.
In that fucking paragraph. She said the same thing for 4 sentences. Just get to the bit here. All right. You don't need all that context here, because it's not context. It's nothing.
It's
just
nothing.
Love.
Yeah. It very much reads as, I'm above this. I don't deal with it.
Right, which is true. It's her reality. It's it doesn't really concern her. And those things don't really affect her in any kind of way.
Yeah.
And so she's coming from that perspective, being man, I don't know. Seems like a lot. It seems like kind of a downer. It's okay, well, that's from your very, very positioning, That's how it's supposed to feel.
Yeah, I think that is, it is unsurprising to see that said, that quote from her.
Yeah.
Is it disappointing? Yes. Is it surprising? Yeah. Absolutely not.
This should not be top news of everyone's fucking thing. It's no, this ask any celebrity of her status how she feels about it, and they'll probably have a very similar response.
Yeah, they are unaware of what is happening. They do not get
Celebrities are not your friends, y'all. Come on now.
Yeah. And treating them as such or assuming that they are just like us is not.
Right.
That is a joke for a reason. I think that there are other parts of this profile that are interesting to me. Mm-hmm. But I think that I also saw that part continuously shared, and it didn't surprise me.
It just like dominated the conversation, which is like, okay, I get it, but also, you know, there's like 10,000 words here, you know what I mean?
Right, exactly. I think that she is a white woman who comes from nepotism, and based on what we know about her life, has not faced a lot of consequences for her actions. Yes, it does not surprise me that is her experience. Mm-hmm. So, you know, enjoy Chris Martin, ma'am.
Yeah, in your fancy house and all your movies coming out or whatever.
Yeah. But the rest of that profile was interesting, I guess.
Yeah. And look at those photos. They're very good.
The photos are great. The photographer, great. The rest of the team that developed that shoot was great. There was specifically one that I had really enjoyed. She's sitting on what looks like a beach chair. And you can like really see a lot of her like freckles and beauty marks, and I enjoyed that one quite a bit.
Yeah. So if we can't have the gap tooth, at least give me some other
if you don't
parts of your face.
If you don't want to enjoy the profile and actually engage with who Dakota Johnson is as a person, at least look at the photos.
Right.
Enjoy the artistry of the team there, which is valid.
Yeah.
When we last spoke about Frostbite, Rose was kind of off in her own land, taking her own Guardian-specific classes, and was having just a little bit of mommy issues coming in.
Just a tad.
Just a bit.
A smidge. Yeah.
Just a little bit that was going in. When we get into chapters 5 and 6 here, where are we starting off?
We are outside, baby.
We are outside.
We are outside. It's snowing. It's Montana, baby. We are out here.
We're learning about marks. We're learning about them not being badges of honor.
Right. Yes, we're getting like, ooh, the like tattoos and marks and stuff aren't always good things. Let me show you. So Dimitri's like pulling Rose aside to this like remote place, and they see this like little log cabin.
All right, Dimitri, teach us a lesson.
Yeah, it's like, okay. And it was like a watch post for Guardians that like lived on the outskirts of campus to like always be on watch for Strigoi. And he's like, yeah, we don't really use them anymore because we don't have a lot of Guardians left because Strigoi keep killing people, you know. It's fucked up. And like Moroi are fine. They're just like chilling in their fancy little houses, you know. So like it's okay. And we get this fun moment where it's like, which also has an alarming amount of highlights in my Kindle copy.
Same.
Of the Rose being like, for a second I thought that he was going to take me to like a romantic getaway in this cabin. It's like, Rose,
ma'am,
you were on the job. You were learning. Stop. He's trying to teach you about all these dead people and how it's a dangerous job that you are in.
Focus, please.
And then they see fucking Christian and Alyssa vibing.
They're just having a gay old time.
Just having a gay old time, like ice skating on this like little frozen pond. And they're just like having a good time. And there's this woman, and she's like, who the fuck is that?
Who's this ghost?
And it's, who's this ghost? Who's a specter with jet black hair? Who is this? And it is apparently Christian's aunt.
Here's what I'll say about frozen ponds. You could not catch my ass.
No way.
Ice skating outside. Ice skating inside, absolutely. You could not get me to ice skate outside. First of all, one, I've seen Little Women. Second of all,
it's like I know how that goes. Okay.
There's no place like inside.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Why would you go outside to ice skate?
Yeah. No. And like they do like a cute little thing where it's like, well, we want it. It's like a secret little spot that no one would see us, and we can just be here and not be watched and just whatever. But it's like, if any of y'all fucking fall,
You're
if
dead.
Dimitri even steps foot on that ice, he's gone. He will.
If Christian even gets mad, he's made a fire. Like, hello?
Yeah, seriously.
You're gone.
No.
There's no way.
Great strat, guys. Come on.
It's not happening.
No.
Anyways, the aunt is apparently beautiful.
Yes. She's a bad bitch.
This is a bad bitch. Who the Ferrero Rocher does seem to be doing the same thing that Stephanie is doing with, oh fuck, I'm forgetting her name right now. Sam's fiance. Emily. Yes, Emily. I'm just gonna confirm that really quickly. No, I do not want fan fiction. Thank you. Okay, yes, with Emily.
Not yet. Yeah.
And that is, a cop-out, I guess.
Yeah, and it's just like this same thing of like, oh, she would have been so beautiful if she didn't have these like disfigurements on her face. Or like things from like that kind of vibe. It's like, y'all, we just had a weird and not great disability thing last book.
Yeah.
A couple fucking like a year ago, whatever, with this publishing. Like, what?
Yeah, let's not.
What are we doing here? Of being like, oh, this job comes with scars and you might look not pretty. And it's like, ugh, come on.
And also, the way that this described sounds cool as fuck.
It sounds fucking sick. Like, she has literally, like, something bit out of her cheek, which is, like, cool. And, like, cool little purple scars and, like, raised parts of her skin. It's like, okay.
Traumatic?
Go off.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yes.
But
totally.
Sounds like
Kinda
a pretty cool scar, to be honest.
Yeah. Kind of sounds pretty sick.
And that is something that it's just like, hey, Ferrero Rocher, you made this world of magic. What if we don't just rely on what you did last book, which is that you made the disabled character the villain?
Bad. Big bad.
So if you're going to do that to Tasha here,
yeah,
I'm going to be really mad at you because Tasha sounds badass, actually.
Tasha sounds so cool because Tasha is, like, ostracized. She's obviously related to Christian, and because of her siblings who went down bad Strigoi road,
right,
she's, like, a freak.
In so many different ways.
In so many different ways, right. And, like, and she's like, fuck the academy. Like, I'm only here because, like, all the other, like, top dog royals are here. And, like, I gotta, whatever. Like, I'm just playing my respects and, like, whatever. And just fucking around with Christian and hanging out.
Right.
And, like, also to the fact that she's ostracized, that, like, she doesn't even have any guardians.
Yeah.
At all. Which is unheard of.
Which, like, Rose freaks out about that. She freaks out about the fact that Tasha is a royal and has a job.
Right, yeah, she works like a regular job.
She teaches like martial arts classes, which is cool as shit.
Yeah, Tasha, we stand.
And she teaches them, see, what I read here and understood is that she teaches them to humans, which is cool.
Yeah.
Because when Rose is, like, looking at Tasha, she seems like, because she's Moroi, she's, like, slim, and doesn't really, seemingly anyways, have the build for martial arts. Like, physically, right. She's, like, tall and slender and small-boned. And Rose is like, what do you mean? Like, martial arts?
How does that, what?
Whereas Dimitri is, this whole time, is just, like, having a blast with Tasha. Is like, you're so strong, you're amazing, like, just hyping her up this whole time.
You're so hot.
Yeah, I mean, whoops.
I definitely don't love Rose.
And Tasha's just like, yeah, I mean, I saw my nephew almost die. I almost died. And my family turned into the bad guys and died. So yeah.
Not really sure this is a cool place to be, you know? Not really loving this.
Yeah, and then our government was like, actually, fuck you and fuck your family. Yeah. We're giving you no support. So, yeah, martial arts actually is where I'm going to go.
Yeah. Seems pretty smart.
Seems pretty smart.
Seems like the only option you got.
So I appreciate her and everything that she's doing here to control
Yeah.
the controllable. Now, why she would choose to live in Minneapolis, I don't know.
That's like, listen, you know, to each your own.
Yeah.
Do your vibe.
You know, you got to take care of yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a choice. I do love the fact that, like, all of this is happening while they're inside and just, like, having marshmallows.
Yeah, they're, like, having, like, little hot cocoa, like, by a fireplace. It's very cozy.
Yeah.
Vibes. It's very cute.
Even though this, like, watchtower is seemingly, like, falling apart.
Right.
They're like...
And feels fully haunted and has probably seen many days.
They're still like, yeah, we can make this cozy for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
We can make this work. I
love this moment, too, where Tasha's like, what's the best place a girl can go shopping around
Yes.
here? And Lissa and Rose are immediately like, Missoula, we gotta go.
And you might be like,
Gotta go.
Missoula. Yeah, we get it. We know. But it's the only place around here. So
That's the only place. It's the mall. They got a mall. They got a mall.
they do have a mall.
So.
And because of the fact that it seems like Tasha she got no guardians, Rose will not let her leave without Dimitri.
Yeah. She's like, I cannot let you go drive out there. Please have someone. Take my boy.
Yeah. Which is
Dimitri's
kind.
like, fuck yeah, let's just drive all through the night, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go to Missoula, baby.
Yeah, this is like the first time that Rose has really ever seen him laugh a lot. And it's a major change of pace for Dimitri. Yeah. He's like super chill, which I was not expecting.
He's like so less uptight than he usually is. He's like, oh wow, you can be fun. That's cool. Good to know.
Good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But seemingly without his permission, Rose just like signs him up to go to the mall.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, well, you're going with Tasha, so have fun. Which I appreciate.
Yeah.
The end of this chapter is interesting because it like goes back to the end of the last chapter of that like a lesson.
Like marks. Yeah. It's like, we gotta teach you something.
Which is unnecessary. We really didn't need to do this. I feel like most of the readers got it, but okay.
You gotta sit her down. I gotta sit everyone down.
Especially because of the fact that it's not just the message about the marks, but we get more Russian, which is,
of course,
more
nicknames,
right? A lot of Dimitri being like, Rose, I know that you're just a junior, but you're like pretty mature for your age.
Sir.
It's wild that you like were able to see past all of the scars that she has.
That's crazy.
That you see her
looks so wild.
see her as like a human being outside of what's happened to her, and it's like, dude, shut up. What?
Yeah. Hey, what? Sorry. What? Ma'am.
Jesus Christ. Anyways. Ugh. Gross. But okay. What is going on in chapter 6?
Ooh, we thought we were done with mommy issues. We're back, baby. Hello. It's so funny, too, that this chapter starts with her being like, I feel great. Like, I love life. I love life. Like, we had, like, a cute little gathering. We had fun. We had hot cocoa. Like, Tasha was chill. We all had a great time.
Dear Diary, and then, life's great.
Dear Diary, I'm having a sick-ass time right now. I hope nothing ruins my day. And then she walks into training, and Dimitri's not there. It's her mom. Ruh-roh. And she's like, so, I guess training's canceled, huh? And tries to leave. And she's like, nope. Get your fucking shit. Let's go. Because Dimitri was so tired after driving. He, like, just got back, basically.
Yeah.
And needs to sleep. Has not been able to sleep at all. So she's like, no, we're training. Fuck you.
Yeah. This is the workout that she has before school.
Yeah,
and
right.
The usual one that she would have with him, and Dimitri obviously cannot do that after being up for more than 24 hours. Not nice.
Yeah. Dimitri needs to sleep.
Dimitri needs to take care of himself. And so obviously, Miss I'm the best guardian in the world is going to step in.
Right, of course. I do love too in that last chapter that she was like, yeah, I guess I understand my mom a little bit. Like, she may be a terrible mother, but she is pretty good at being a party. It's like, okay, all right.
Let's put that to the test, I guess.
Yeah, and Rose is like, well, we're doing Silver Stick, so can we do that? And she's like, nope.
Nope.
Fuck you. We're just getting gloves on, and we're just gonna fight.
That's such a fucking, like, sub move, too, of, like, I know what your teacher's doing. Fuck that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna throw that away. No fucking way I'm letting you hold a stick.
We're gonna do what I want to do. Which I hate that a lot.
Right.
Yeah. So, obviously, it's gonna be boxing. And not just, like, oh, let's just practice on all of Dimitri's mannequin dummies that he has around the room. But let's just practice on each other.
Yeah, let's just fight.
Right
now. right here, right now.
Let's just throw hands. And unfortunately, Rose is like, well, damn, my mom's got hands.
Right. My mom's got hands. I do love, again, like, she is still so focused on how small her mom is.
So small.
And just being like, which is, I think is funny to the effect of, like, when she's training with Dimitri, right? She knows that it's, like, obviously that's a different positioning, and she always feels like, I'm always just going to be, like, whatever, and it sucks, and, like, the smallest person, that means I'm going to be, like, weaker or whatever. And then her mom comes in and just, like, fucking sucker punches her. She's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
She's like, damn it, I guess it doesn't matter.
I guess the problem is me. I guess it's me. I have to be better.
Yeah, the way that Ferrero Rocher writes about her mom, hello, is like Alice, like very small, but also beefy, like just a little rock of a woman.
Yeah, just like so dense and compact.
And so that is funny. Just like, she just woke up, she rolled over to the training room, and is like, damn it, like, my mom is literally beating the shit out of me right now.
Yeah. God, this is not a way to start my day. Not loving this.
It's not great.
And then now we get a lot of emotional.
Oh, yeah, because they're mouthing off to each other while they're boxing.
Fighting each other. Because this is how family therapy.
Yeah, super healthy communication.
They're doing it really good. Yeah, everything seems
super great.
Great. Oh, God.
And her mom is, as she was in the previous chapters, like, very unemotional. Dry. Yeah, super dry. Is very, like, is just like, you've had nothing but attitude for me since I arrived. Like, what the fuck is your problem? And, and it is also, like, you have this, like, petty teenage delusion that somehow for the past 17 years you have been wronged, while also continuing to say, like, point, like, I just
anyway, bam.
And the frustrating thing about all of this is, while Rose is, like, her breathing is, like, starting to get heavy, and her mom is starting to bring up, like, I could have just sent you off to live with your cousins, like, is that what you wanted?
Is that what you want to want? You want to be a quote-unquote blood whore? TM.
And they're just
like, y'all,
I wish that we could just fucking drop that language.
Seriously. It's like, and again, because it's the second book, we have to, like, reassess what that is again.
Oh, they
like,
describe it more. Yeah.
Yeah, they describe it more, and they're like, yeah, you know, it's kind of like a taboo thing, and, like, but sometimes I did it with Lissa, but, like, not like that.
But it wasn't, like, gay or anything, you know?
It wasn't gay. No homo. It was for, we needed it.
And Rose finally brings up, like, you know what, Mom, why don't you tell me about my dad? I don't know anything about this guy. I look more like him than you, so where is that guy? Did you meet him in Turkey? Where was this guy?
Was he just a little flame?
Yeah.
Was he just some fucking dude?
And my favorite part about this is finally her mom shows a little bit of emotion. Like, grits her teeth.
First time ever.
Says her full name and is like, Rosemary, for once in your life, shut up. And I'm like, yes.
Let's go.
Which one of you, and this was the part where I was like, all right, which one of you is going to knock the other out? Like, this is going to, I need to see this happen. Yeah. And obviously, it's not going to be Rose.
Rose feels like the little bit of power being like, oh, I got her mad, and it's just like riding that high, and then just get fully
well, and because
hubris.
The like ongoing joke within the book and change that we've read so far is that this kid needs a fucking punch card in the med clinic. And so, of course, it's, you know, it's like 7 a.m. vampire time or whatever. And she just got punched by her mom.
Yep.
In, like, outside of the fighting zone that these two had agreed upon, blacks out and wakes up in the med clinic. And the doctor's like, what the fuck are you doing back here?
Yeah. Why? Leave me alone.
I
Stop
just
getting hurt.
cleared you from your last concussion. What are you doing back here? And Rose doesn't know. She's just like, like,
he's like, I don't know what happened. I love that interaction too with the doctor, and he's like, your name, and she's like, you know my name, and he's like, this is a procedure, like this is part of it. You have to make sure that you know your name.
Yeah, and he's like, do you know your birthday? And she's like, yeah, I do. Did you lose my records? What the fuck is this?
Rose.
He's like, Rose, just follow along for once in your life.
Yeah. Please, God, just listen.
Yeah. But it seems like she doesn't have a concussion, which is good. So it's the benefit of the two of them wearing gloves is that her mom didn't give her a concussion, but she's going to have a nasty black eye.
Yeah. And she's just like, oh, fuck. This is going to look so bad.
Yeah.
She's like, but this is going to go away, right? Like, this is going to, like, cool down and, like, not be that. And it's like, no, you're going to look like shit for a little bit.
And it's not even just that, like, Rose is worried about the black eye, which is bad enough in itself. It's a massive pain. But what she's worried about at the end of this chapter is that they're all going to that ski trip. And she's going to have this
look like this.
She's going to have this massive black eye that her mom gave to her.
Her own mother.
Her own mother.
So fucked up.
Have you ever had a black eye before?
No, I don't think so.
They're no joke. I've had one once, and it is badass. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, very cool.
But they are very painful. If you are if any of you are like myself, I'm a chronic like rubbing my eye person. Yeah. If you do that when you have a black eye, it's not good.
Yeah. No.
It's bad. So I'm curious because it seems like the next couple like we're getting close to the ski trip. And I'm very excited because we are getting towards like wintry kind of weather. So it's very seasonally appropriate.
Yeah.
For us. Next week, I'm very excited, to be able to, we've been talking about this for like months now.
It's finally happening.
And we finally get to watch Spencer.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
And you, not the Hills, folks. The titular.
Miss Diana.
Miss Diana. Yeah. Here's what I will say. If any of you are going to see this film, please do some research beforehand. Look up any trigger warnings. So just know that beforehand. Make sure you are aware of what happens and what Diana is going through. Right. But I'm very excited to be able to discuss this film. So, very excited. We have some amazing patrons to thank. Ooh. Would you like to start us off?
Absolutely. Shout out to Katie Black.
Ooh. Thank you to Kylie Minty.
Thank you to Alex Dornan.
Ooh. Thank you to Carrie Goldberg.
Thank you to Mickey Meyer.
Thank you to Rebecca Cullen.
Thank you to Mulch Gray. Mulch.
Thank you to our unofficial intern, Taylor Brown. Lawton.
Yeah. Thank you to Danae Swan.
Ooh. Thank you to Jasmine Anastasia.
Shout out Cassandra Bomer.
Ooh. Thank you to Megan Pattinson.
Thank you to Cassandra O'Shea.
O'Shea. Ooh. Thank you to Rachel Seeker.
Thank Thank you to Alexandra Ozera. Oh.
Thank you to Aaron Weber.
Thank you to Clara Belikov.
Ooh. Thank you to Katya Karp.
Ooh.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome. Thank you to Maddie Facinelli.
Oh. Thank you to Genevieve Morgan.
Thank you to my mom, your mom, all of our moms, Kelly Beck.
Thank you to Sophia Salinger.
Thank you to Laura Forty.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Thank you to Abby Penn.
Thank you to Catherine Hathaway.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And last, but certainly not least, thank you to Dan Zeklos.
Yes.
Oh.
Woo. Welcome to the fam.
Welcome.
Yes.
So I have a fan fiction for you. It was
Thank
sent in by our intern, Taylor Brown, Town Lautner.
Fuck yeah.
This was written by Bleeding Sanity, and it is titled All For You.
Great.
This is from the Glee and You crossover section.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I agree. And this was published on January 11th, 2020. The summary is, when a new girl moves to town, a small town bookstore clerk / high school student falls heavily in love. And this is chapter 1.
Fuck yeah.
You. I see you. With those emerald green eyes that are unlike any eyes I've ever seen before. There have never been eyes as green as yours. I'm sure of it. A pure impossibility. I see you seeing me, watching me, observing me while I work. I won't let you see me seeing you. Not yet, anyway. I feel your eyes bore into my body, boring into my soul and igniting every ounce of passion within my veins. You are special, something new in this sad excuse of a town. You are fierce and beyond intelligent, refreshing from the idiots I have grown up with in this town. You spark fear and excitement in all of our peers at school. They are dim and crass. They have howled and barked at you as you walk down the halls at our quaint institution. You simply keep walking, head up, and ignore their animalistic calls because you are simply here to learn. But we are not at school. We are here, so there is no point in focusing on that. Let us focus on the fact that you are in my place of work, watching me, absorbing every movement of me, gently stocking shelves with new books, and moving former new releases to their new homes. You want to talk to me. My body feels it. You are quiet, but you are not shy. You simply just do not care to make interactions with people who cannot have a deep conversation with you or match your wits. I'm going to skip ahead to the last paragraph here. My shift is over, and I know you have watched me working. You appreciate my work ethic and the way I treat books, these delicate, precious pieces of work and wonder, and you have become gently intrigued. I know you see me saying goodbye to my boss and fellow coworkers. You see me leaving, and I see that small twinge of pain in your eyes, which makes my body ache with excitement. You don't want me to go, and I long to stay near you, but I go anyway. It's just how it has to be right now. One day we will officially meet, Quinn, and it'll be nothing shy of magical. I dream and long for the day that I get to be a part of you. And it's in all caps.
Wow. Oh, man.
This has, I skipped a little bit here, but there are 2 chapters, and it seems like this is still in progress. So if you are interested in this, it seems like you can catch it while it's still in progress.
Oh, it's still hot.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Well, friends, as usual, catch up on your reality TV.
Yes.
Let us know recommendations, as usual, because we can discuss them here or on our bonus Jonases on Patreon. And take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
You know, just in general. But as we say here in the Pacific Northwest,
get bit
and get whipped.
Ooh.
Some whipped cream this week, though.
Ooh.
You know?
Treat yourself.
Yeah, treat yourself.
Into the Twilight is an Earbud Media production. You can follow us on Twitter at Into the Twilight or on TikTok at Into the Twilight Show. You can find me at Cody Corral on Twitter and Allie at Alexandria Does. And you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Into the Twilight. We have merch, so much stuff. All those links are in the episode description. And make sure to rate and review us on your favorite podcast hosting platform. It really helps the show. Thanks. Bye.
You've been listening to Earbud Media Production. Earbud Media, audio for everyone.